Mmm.
Let's look at some ball cards.
Welcome to another episode of My Marvelous Mystery Box Journeys. This is actually part two of a mystery box opening, and I got this box before there's too many hater comments on the contents of this box. I got this box actually given to me for free by the owner of the booth at the antique mall that I go to. Their information's down in the down below. You can also watch part one of this video, which has basically some 80s and 90s junk wax era cards in it. I pulled a nice little stack of Hall of Famers out of there so far, and also these weird Action All-Star pop-up cards from 1986 are in there as well. So far that's as far as we've gotten in this box. This is part two. I ask you to check out part one a little bit more, and like I said, as we're going through this, do keep in mind this was a free box. So alright, so I decided to empty the contents onto the box under my table here, so we're just going to go through these really quick. If I see a Hall of Famer, I will definitely pull aside. However, we haven't seen a whole lot in these boxes so far. So what do we got? We got a Danny Tartable rookie card. That's random. So that's a rookie at least. Got Juan Davis. 86 tops traded is what we're looking at here. A couple of them at least. And we're back to the 88 tops. And we're back to the 86 tops traded. Alright, Phil Necro, there's a Hall of Famer. A couple of them there. Oh, these aren't traded, these are regular. That's a Ozzie Guillen rookie card. Like I said, I'm just gonna point out the ones that I see that are Hall of Famers. Not gonna really talk too much. Some 90 Flea, probably one of the most worthless sets in the history of cards. Maybe 91.
Come on!
These are definitely not worth much. You got a couple rookies in that set though, like Juan Gonzalez and Larry Walker comes to mind. But overall, not a real good set. But as I just say that, I come to 91 Donruss. That's probably even worse, to be honest with you. 91 Donruss. Not one Hall of Famer in the bunch. All commons. These will definitely go out to my common box out in the garage. I have my, whoops, dropped Steve Finley there. I have most of my cards separated from the junk wax era by manufacturer, and I have a big old box of 91 Donruss. I mean, at least 2 to 3 rows. You got some 94 Collector's Choice. Remember when those came out back in the day? Well, so far, part two is not looking good to us, guys and gals. This is Bobby Witt Sr. Yeah, this is a pretty bad box. Edgar Martinez, there's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, so like I said, you get what you pay, you get what you pay for. It was free, and I think he knew what was in there when he was giving it to me. This is one of those things like I'd probably give it away too if I knew what was in it. Because these are pretty bad cards. That's probably why he was anxious to give it away. But, you know, free is free. That's the way I look at that.
I thought it was going to be cooler than
No,
that.
he did this out of the kindness of his heart. You know, it's just like I'm like a little kid sometimes. I always loved this card because it showed Bud Black in a Blue Jays uniform with the Giants logo. I know that's not the first time in the history that's done, but I mean, you can't. You'd think they'd try a little easy, you know, a little better there to fix that. But just my opinion. I remember pulling that out of a pack back in the day, thinking it was an error, but it really wasn't. Oh, why not? Some more 90 Fleers.
Oh, come on!
At least we got a rookie there, right? Delano DeShields. You know, pretty good. Back to 92 tops. That's a pretty weak set too. Even the design feels lazy for those 92 tops. I mean, it's like, really? Hold on. Yeah, these are these are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. These are pretty bad, these cards. For $10, I feel like I have to give you 5 to give them to you. But like I said, as an autograph collector, I appreciate all my cards, whether they're commons or they're Ted Williams. I have a Ted Williams 54 tops in my collection. It's in beat up condition, but
That's
you know,
so cool.
I have a 54 tops Ted Williams. But it's just like I treat all my cards, you know, equally. I give them a house to live in. I give them a garage. I don't, you know, throw them under the floorboards of the house or anything like that. I at least put them in the garage. Hey, there's Bo Jackson, something to get excited over. But like I said, if I didn't do TTMs, a lot of these cards, I don't even know what I would be doing with them, because one of the things that I enjoy doing is, especially, you know, when it's not really cold out, you know, when it's, you know, that nice spring weather, is I sit out in the garage and I work out and I sort my cards basically. You know, so like I pull guys that I think I might write TTM. You know, I put cards together by set. You know, like 91 score, for example. Here, I put all my 91 scores in one row of a box. You know, and just you know, lift some weights while I'm doing that. Hey, look at that! We got into the modern era finally.
Yeah,
It took us a while, but we got a small stack here. We got some 2024 tops here. Are these traded? No, these are regular. Because a lot of these guys aren't known. These are all rookies, I believe. Yeah. These aren't, yeah, run-of-the-mill major leaguers. I mean, CJ Abrams, I know, but Frank White. Back to the old crap. I need upper deck. Yep, nothing there. Yep, like I said, we're gonna just hammer these out real quick here, and went through these already, didn't I? Yeah. So I got some more 91 Donruss here, but I'm gonna skip right over those because who cares, really? All right. Got a couple more stacks going here. I see a newer card. Hey, look at that. Wow, that's nice. I don't even know why you even would put those in a box. I'd throw those away. Yeah, checklists. Wow. Well, Trevor Hoffman, there's a Hall of Famer, and John Lester. So those are the only two. That's the small stack of modern cards. Everything else, like I said, is junk wax mid 80s to 90s stuff. So here's some more 86. More 86s here. And again, I have my 86s all in a row out my garage. So that way, if I need to pull a Scott McGregor, for example, I go to that box and that row and I go through my cards and pull Scott McGregor. You know, and I'll probably just going to stack all these back in the box for the time being. And I'll sort these out when the weather gets a little nicer out there, when I'm killing some time. Yeah, these are just bad cards. I don't know how else
Are
to
you
put
mad
it.
about that?
All right, fly through these real quick. Yeah, some more 89 scores, more 90. There's Robin Yount. Smoltzy. I remember pulling that Smoltz out of a pack back in 1990. I really had a thing for the checklist cards. Me and my friend used to collect them. There's another Bo Jackson, so guess we're making waves there. Hey, Dean Palmer rookie, so Andre Dawson. Hey, Juan Gone. There you go. There you go, right there.
That's so
I paid for the
cool.
box right there, the Juan Gone rookie. But more importantly, the chase card of the 1990s, right after Ken Griffey Jr. came out, a Kevin Moss 1990
Yeah,
Upper Deck rookie
buddy.
card. This right here pays for the box, everybody. Kevin Moss. I'm kidding. Let's call him in. Jose Canseco. Bob Hamlin, Rookie of the Year. Not that year, but eventually became Rookie of the Year. There we go. Got a Griffey team checklist. I'm wondering if all the team checklists are here. I'm pulling them out, of course. There's a Robin Ventura, but there's some damage to it down here at the bottom. Not really sure what that is. There's a Mike Schmidt retires headline card. Steve Sachs. He's been signing through the mail lately. That'd be a nice one to send to him, actually. I'll pull that one out, too. And a slamming Sammy Sosa rookie. So look at that. We pulled the key rookies out of the 90 Upper Deck here. Bobby Bowe. Yeah, slamming Sammy. And Dion. I don't think that's technically a rookie card considered, even though it's called a star rookie because he had the 89 traded cards. But we'll pull Dion out. That's fine. Another checklist. Yeah, I'm wondering if all the checklists are here. Marquise Grissom. That was a good rookie card back in the day. Von Purple Hayes. Is that Devo or Chili? That's Devon White. So Devo. Yeah, so the star rookies might all be here too, actually. If I go through the checklist, they might all. Oh, I didn't see Olerud. He wasn't there. Or Tino Martinez or Ben McDonald. So, yep, they're not all there. But that doesn't mean that I don't have them elsewhere, and I could probably put that set together. So that's actually surprisingly rebounded my view of this box with these Sosa and Gonzalez rookies. Nothing too exciting, but these were some big deals back in the day. Now we got some 87, and we got some 82s here. Willie Wilson. Coons. John Matlack, he's a good signer. Oh, Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt in action. Kirk Gibson, second year. Charlie Huff. More Cardinals. Definitely don't need these. There's a Robin Yount. The BJ Suter. Cecil. Mike Schmidt again. Jose Cruz, Terry Poole, Rob Stanley. And a couple more upper decks here. Uh-oh. And to finish out the box, some more upper decks with the checklists. There's the Roger Clemens. Oh, there's the Olerud. So Olerud, McDonald. So I might have them all here. There's another Will Clark. Pull that out. Tommy Green, Kirby Puckett. Yeah, so I might go sort these and see if I have all the team checklists and all the star rookies, because it's starting to look like I have them all here. I mean, the good ones are here. So, all right. So here's the verdict, guys. This is a mess. Not a lot of great cards in here. Probably out of the 500, there's maybe 50, I would say, that are really worth taking a look at. You know, out of those those 50, we got the star rookies of the 1990 Upper Deck era with Deion Sanders, Sammy Sosa, Juan Gonzalez, and of course Kevin Moss. So it's actually 2 Kevin Mosses that I think I saw in this box. I'm gonna pull out here and just kind of show you the severity of what this box did to my table here. You know, and this is a lot of cards that could probably go right into the wastebasket, except with the exception of these 50 or so right here. So, overall, I can't complain too much because they were free. But I definitely wouldn't recommend buying it for $10. You know, but he gave them to me for free. Probably would have gave it to me for $5 if I would have offered it. But you know, this is what happens when you go down the mystery box road, I guess you would say. And that's why I call it my marvelous mystery box journeys, because not every journey is a success. So please join me for future episodes, but also go back and check out part 1 of this video as well, out of this box. If this is something that you do enjoy doing, because I actually ran into some people that do actually like collecting junk wax era cards. I'm not the only one, but if you want to build your junk wax collection quick, here's a quick way of doing it. So look forward to your comments below, and as always, happy collecting.
Thanks for watching, dude.